Hey everyone, welcome back and welcome to another reading, Aquarius. This will be your reading for March 2022 for wherever you have Aquarius in your chart. If you don't have strong Aquarius, that's perfectly fine. If you were drawn to the reading because of the title or the thumbnail, I welcome you all the same. Let's get right into your read. This is going to be your general reading for the month of March. So as you know, if you've been here before, whatever comes through, that's what we'll talk about for you. And if it's your first time around, welcome. I encourage you to subscribe, and please like the video if it resonates so that others who need to hear these messages will find it. So the overall energy for March for you, we have the Three of Wands. So for many of you, I think that this month is, I won't say it's confidence building because I think that you've already built that confidence, but I see you taking a lot of steps this month towards, how do I put it into words? You're unashamed when it comes to working towards, walking towards, going for the things that you want, the things that you feel are right. I think there's a lot of initiative in your energy this month, and it makes sense. Aries season is right around the corner. A notification just came through when I said that. Oh, and it says Better Living. That's the name of the article. That's an omen if I ever saw one. So, Better Living, I really like that. And Nine of Cups at the bottom, I really like that energy for you. Better living. And I think that you are, when you live authentically, when you live freely, when you don't feel ashamed to say certain things, to do certain things, to stand up for what's right, I do think that that has a positive effect on your standard of living. It has a positive effect on your outlook on life. That's also what this Three of Wands is looking like to me. It's your outlook on life. It's very it's reading as very optimistic. It's reading as very hopeful. Let's see what else is here. I like the read so far. Three of Wands is really nice energy to have in the overall for March. Some of you could be waiting for something. Four of Swords, you could definitely be waiting for something. And I think that you're waiting with bated breath. But there isn't a lot of anxiety or anticipation behind this waiting energy that I'm getting from you. I get the sense that you guys are comfortable with the process. You guys are comfortable with the pace. See what else is here. I feel like there are people around you that are like making fools of themselves, and the advice here is to just not participate, is to not do anything. That doesn't mean that you should allow yourself to be disrespected. Absolutely stand up for yourself, speak up for yourself, show up for yourself. But I think that there's a difference between a reaction and a response. I always talk about this with you, and I hope I don't sound like a broken record, but I just think that there's so much power in that. And I think that there will be some altercations is the first word that came to mind. There'll be some confrontations that are more or less unavoidable, that I think that they're unexpected. I think that you don't see the fires before they start. Perhaps if you could see them before they start, you'd be able to take the necessary steps to prevent them, to do some kind of damage control or risk management. But here this month, just to be honest with you guys, it looks like it's happening, and what you're having to do is adapt. What you're having to do is respond. That's what these situations require of you. They require a response from you. They don't require a reaction from you. And I think that it would be best not to get caught up in the way that other people feel. your thoughts are not their thoughts, and their thoughts are not your thoughts, and their words are not your words, their actions are not your actions. And I don't think that you should allow anyone to coerce you. You shouldn't allow anyone to push you out of character. If it's getting to that point, I suggest that you leave. Some of you, I feel like you're just saying, I'm too good for this. Or I don't deserve this. And you know, I agree. I think that you can spot a hater from a mile away. Six of Swords, you are too good for this. It's like you have left that life behind. Yeah, there is this growing desire that you have this month to not participate in any drama, to not participate in any low vibrational bull. I just see you being so above it, and I see you being way too strong to participate. And if this is a change that you need to make in your life, just know that you do have that within yourself. There isn't anything that you're lacking when it comes to dealing with this kind of energy. If some of you have been wanting to make this change in your life, some of you have been wanting to transcend the mundane, you've been wanting to put certain things to rest, put certain arguments to rest. I see you putting down those bags this month. I like that. I like that a lot. It's a very healthy mental space to be in. Even, it's a very healthy mental space to be in, and I think a part of that is the things that are going to be difficult for you guys to walk away from, the things that are going to be hard for you guys to put down, are those relationships, those situations, those jobs, those opportunities that you do feel like you're sacrificing something by leaving them in the past. But the question I would pose to you is, what are you gaining in place of them? You know, and if what's being saved here is your sanity, then I would say that you are trading up. Beautiful. You are trading up, absolutely, as above, so below. On earth as it is in heaven. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries. Let's see what else is here. I think that there's something coming in Aries season for you, and you need to use this time to make room for it. Settle any debts, settle any old quarrels, you know, those things that have been on the back burner, the things that you've been putting off, that maybe you've known about for some time, but maybe you just didn't want to address it because of what was associated with it, or because the steps that you had to, you know, you've been prioritizing, we'll call it that, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's time for a change, that's for sure. It's time for a change, that's for sure. For some of you, there's a fire sign, an Aries, or a water sign, a Scorpio, that you do want to fight for, that you do want to work with, or it's like your life, your quality of life is improved by this particular relationship, or this particular influence. many of you, I think that you're taking control of your emotions, and because you're doing that, you're taking control of your finances and you're taking control of your life as a byproduct of that, as a bonus to that. Yeah, King of Cups. I'm also getting swallow your pride is another energy that's coming through. Two of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse, absolutely. I think that that's the key in moving past something here. That's the key when it comes to some type of decision that you're making towards the end of the month, going into April. It's like you guys know what to do, but you're just not necessarily thrilled about the fact that you have to do it, right? Let's get one. What's the outcome? Some of you, I think that you're scared to approach a fire sign, or you're worried about how things have changed with them, or how things will change with this person. These didn't want to shuffle back in, so we'll take them. Eight of Swords and the Judgment card. Decisions. I feel the need to say that don't take it personally if people aren't giving you back what you're putting out there. And I just mean in terms of positivity, in terms of optimism. I think that, you know, when people don't reciprocate, when people don't meet your optimism with optimism, or it's like when they try to ruin your happiness or rain on your parade, don't take that personally, or think that it's and think that it's any kind of it doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with you. It doesn't have anything to do with your life really, or what you represent, but it has everything to do with how they see themselves, okay? And it has everything to do with how they feel about what they can or cannot have in their life. When you're vibing high, when you're achieving a lot, you know, I do think that some may see that and want that for themselves. Amplification coming out, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I was picking that up in your energy. Pretty strong. You're vibing pretty high. And I think that you should be honest about when it gets hard, you know, when it's difficult. I think that you should be honest about that to the appropriate parties, because there are people around who see it, who get it, who understand, who are going through something similar. And I'm not encouraging you to commiserate. I'm just saying, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. The situation will not, you know, it's going to be pretty hard for you to alleviate some of the stress if you're not being honest about it to the people who have who have the ability to lighten the load. get some other messages for you, and then we'll talk about the month as a whole. Let's see. A little bit more. Thank you. You guys could be dealing with someone whose name begins with a D, an E, or an F, or your name may. With the trust issues card coming out, I do think that there is a relationship, some type of situation, some type of arrangement that is damaged to the point that maybe you don't know if you will be able to, if it's ever something that you'll be able to come back from. I think many of you, see some kind of past struggle, or see some type of, or see some relationship as, you see it as an era. You see it as something that you have conquered. And I just don't see you going back. The number 2, let's just kiss and say goodbye. Yeah. Cancer, no. The letters A, B, and C, yes. And Aries. So yeah, strong Aries. So yes and no came out. That could definitely be representative of this, this back and forth kind of, this back and forth energy here where we're not really sure, but what I do encourage you to do is to be true to yourself. Really think about your intentions, really think about the message that you want to convey, if there is one, and focusing on that message and really focusing on the message that you want to get across, I think will really help you make up your mind, and it could prove to be confidence building for you, because I get the sense that some of you are in some type of high pressure situation this month, or some kind of high pressure circumstances where, like, yeah, I'm getting that song Through the Fire, Shaka Khan, check that song out. So that could, yeah. That's why it's challenging, because it's like it hurts so good. There's something that you would give your all for. There's something that you're willing to endure, something that you're willing to tolerate, or that you would tolerate, because of the feelings that are associated with it. But it's like those feelings that you have associated with it, there's also a lot of growth happening with you at the same time. It's like you're at a different point in your life. You have been amplified. You see the world through different eyes. You see the world through a different lens. And some of you may just decide to move on, to move forward, even though you feel the way that you feel, even though those feelings are as intense as they are. I just don't know if it's enough. So there's a lot of mixed messages, and I hope that wasn't too confusing or too difficult to follow. This was your read. Thank you so much for your patience, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.